happiest person ever. And sometimes people are like, you really happy? Yo, I could walk around with the rested bitch face all day, every day. You won't even know that I'm happy.
So much work for y'all. I know this economic depression hurting y'all, but I got so much work for y'all.
What's good in the hood? This is for the Throw Podcast, episode 9, and I am Thrillz, and I'm here with Zodi today. I'm gonna let her introduce herself.
Hi, everybody. I'm Zodi, tarot reader, spiritualist. Good morning.
Rise and grind. I usually don't do podcasts this early, but gotta get myself in the habit. So, Zodi, today she's gonna do a reading for me, for all of y'all can see. Bring y'all a little into my life. Hopefully it don't get too crazy.
Hopefully.
You had some crazy readings before?
Definitely crazy readings. A lot of crazy readings.
Anything you can share, or is it too personal?
Just life. And pretty much my readings goes is more as we're just talking. I'm your counselor. What we gonna do to get you there? Things that happen, things we can work on. So nothing too serious, nothing too scary.
So how long you been doing readings now?
Readings now I've been doing for 2 years.
2 years. And what made you get into doing this? What was the beginning? The origin story?
Origins is something you grew up with.
Something you grew up. So through.
I would say something you grew up with, especially with our heritage. Let's say that. I'm Puerto Rican. I come from a Puerto Rican background, and I come from a black background / Jamaican background. And that's what they put us up on. First, it started with the dreams, right? Oh no, did you dream of fishes?
Right.
What does that mean? Start off something little like that.
And then you curious, and you start asking questions.
Killed the cat, and I love knowledge.
Satisfaction brought it back. So, as far as what you do, can you elaborate on each category? And basically, I know I seen your business card online. I could throw that up on here as well, for they could see that with your socials or whatnot. But you can elaborate more on each.
Okay, so as far as tarot, I do a lot of readings for a lot of people. Normally that's how I would start with everything else within my reading. Within my business. Couples therapy, which I would call it, pretty much is like spiritual therapy. Let's say a wife or fiance or girlfriend came in. She came in for a reading. We see what's the issues. We see what's the problem. It could be within that person. It could be, let's say, outside of that person.
Mm-hmm.
Then, if a person is also willing to come in, that's how we start our sessions. So, like I said, I use my cards for, as we say, consejos, or just to bring up the matter, if that makes sense.
Gotcha.
A lot of people are not comfortable with going to therapy or going to a therapist or just to even have that, oh man, I'm going to therapy or I have to go to therapy or marriage counseling or something like that. They'll rather go ahead and just see you walk by, make you feel like really comfortable with you and just talk.
Right, that's true.
Just talk. So I'm blessed to have that. I do spiritual work anywhere from, let's say, spiritual baths, floor washes, cleanses, people come up to me, you know what, Zoe, what kind of crystal can I buy? I feel kind of, heavy-hearted or something. It's just a lot of consejos or a lot of just showing the way or guiding.
Gotcha. I seen on your Facebook you got the what is it called for the spiritual baths? What are those jars called?
So the spiritual baths, pretty much it's like I said, like a reset button. Anywhere from your energy could be super, super low. You could be super tired. You could just feel like, today's just not my day. Or you just feel that super heaviness. You know how they say when you could feel like something's about to happen and you just like super heavy?
Right.
For that. Protection. People walk around. We could protect ourselves so many ways. So, protection.
I got you.
It's just a mood. It's a lift.
It lifts your spirits.
Super lift. But see, people, like, again, people take spiritual baths, they see all the pretty roses in the bathtub and, you know, things like that. That these ain't those kind of things.
Gotcha. And what's the exact name again for the jars? Like, what?
I just call them my spiritual baths.
Spiritual baths.
Yeah, but everything that consists in my spiritual baths, I'm talking about natural herbs. Like, I go out there, I go buy natural herbs, food, basils. I mean, things that are from the earth, from the ground. It's nothing chemical or anything that shouldn't be in there. I'm a naturalist. I'm a herbalist.
Gotcha. So what, basically, when did you turn your gift into a business?
When did I turn my gift into a business? I would say recently.
Recently?
Yeah, I would say recently. I don't believe that certain gifts should be a business, and not that I'm not happy about my business, but I feel like if you have a gift sometimes, it's there for a reason, right?
Right. You share it with the world.
It's there for a reason.
Facts.
And you start off, you know, trying to give guidance, or you're just there, like I said, having a conversation, conversing with somebody, and just there to help somebody out. I think that's what made it turn into a business. I'm a people person. If I could help you in any way, I would do so.
Definitely. So, this is how me and Zodi got connected. She did a post on Facebook. You want to talk about the post?
So, like I said, if I can help anybody, I will help somebody. Like, everything doesn't have to be about money and business. I take pride in what I do. I love what I do, just like I'm sure that you love what you do and you grind for yours, right?
100.
So the post was, you know what? If I could give anybody, or I wanted to pick somebody, I wanted to give out a free reading. And what was it? Just life and sunflower.
And posted sunflower. I was like, posted my sunflower.
I had a whole gif.
Yeah, I had to be extra.
And that's how here we are.
Interesting how life works. So, as far as I guess what would you call it? The culture? Is that what you would call the culture? So when you first got into it, like obviously growing up, I know I told you the story before, but I'm gonna tell you the story again. When I was in NY. My phone is blowing up. I'm gonna have to put overlays on this. But in NY, my family was having a gathering. I think you said it was called something. What was it called again? The gatherings for
a gathering. It could have probably been an initiation.
Initiation.
It could have been a celebration of a orisha. It could have been just a celebration. Like I would think the way you were explaining it, I'm pretty sure it was either celebration of orisha or definitely some type of initiation.
So this is what happened, people. I was in NY at the family crib, and they was all in the basement. They had chickens. They had chickens everywhere, and they was jamming to some music, and they threw this plate of honey on my uncle's head. Boom! I was young at the time. I was like teens, and like the honey's on his head, and like. Me as a kid, I'm looking at it like, yo, what is this? This seemed crazy to me. And then people yelling all like loud. I'm like, yo, what is going on? And then my uncle's girl at the time comes and gives me like a lap dance. And I'm like, whoa, what is this? And then they're like, oh, she's blessing you. I'm like, she's blessing me. Interesting. And I'm over here like, what is going on? What I need what y'all drinking.
It's the spirit. It's like when you walked in, I'm not sure if you remember much. I'm sure you had music. Were there drums? Were you feeling it? I think that feeling, I'm waiting for my moment. My moment.
What you mean? Your moment for what? What you mean when you say your moment?
So, like I told you, I do practice and I'm studying Yoruba religions and African spirituality. When I say that I'm waiting for my moment, I'm waiting for what we call our initiation. When I'm ready to go ahead and give, or let's say if you're Catholic, what you do, you get baptized. You're in the religion. and so forth and so on. But that is a moment that I am just super excited about, and I just can't wait.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And like, does it come like, was like natural when someone tells you it's gonna happen, or like how does that, like how does the moment come, or do you decide like I'm a
spirituality? I mean, that's something you choose. Whatever route you decide to choose, I feel like this is my calling. I feel within, like, let's say my ancestors, or within we used to see within our family. I've always had questions because it was just like, Santeria, tú no puedes hacer Santeria, you can't be into that, you know, that's bad, that's bad. Like I said, growing up and seeing things and being an adult now and looking back, it's like, yep, maybe this is my path and this is where I need to go. Bring those roots back.
Right, right. So when did you first like find your gift? When you like, wow, I actually do this. Like I actually, when did that moment happen? When did that moment come?
Heartbreak.
Heartbreak.
You know how they say in life something happens and it wakes you up a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
I call it a tower moment.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it was always something there since I was a child. And it took me and my experiences as an adult to be like, oh shit.
Right.
Oh shit. As a child, I would see things, I would do things that was probably just like, and like I said, I was always curious, especially when you're around your elders. What do you do? Why everybody's coming to you to know this? Why is everybody asking questions?
So what, the madrina, going to madrina?
I can't go outside without this special beaded necklace, and if somebody touches it, or why?
Right.
This makes sense to me. It makes sense to me.
So when did you start doing the readings?
Say that again.
Like when did you first start like doing the readings?
I would say I was being taught around the age of 10.
Oh wow, you've been doing it for a minute.
I was being taught. As you can see, these are regular cards. They're called not bees cards. A lot of Spanish people and other people, they use those cards for some type of divination. I didn't know that's what we were doing. So to me, how that I was being taught was a game. You're just playing cards.
Right.
You're playing rummy, you're playing tongue. In my mind, that's
Right, because you're young.
Thinking,
like you're young. So
yeah. So about 2 years ago, I would continue to have dreams, and I would see the one card in Fala, and I'm like, why is this here? And my godmother was showing me. And my godmother is the one who showed me, you know, how to play these cards. And I was just curious, like, why is she coming in my dreams? Why is she coming in my dreams? What am I doing? What am I doing? And so I went and bought my deck, and it was all from there.
Talking about dreams. You ever like have, what is it called? It's a word for it. They call it sleep paralysis or something like that.
Yeah, I go through that too much.
Does that have anything to do with that? Yeah, that happens to me often. Does that have anything to do with spiritual?
So that happens to you often?
Mm-hmm.
Remember our little conversation about self?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you gotta be stuck with yourself.
Interesting.
Sometimes it could be fear, but that happens to me a lot. But that's neither one or the other.
And when it happens to you, do you like it's like you see the whole room, like you see everything?
How my dreams come to me, it's like I'm literally there. It's just like we're right here, we're conversing. It feels just like that, but it's like I'm looking at myself.
Astral projection?
I would say something like that.
A form of it?
Yeah, I would say something like that.
That happened to me once in life.
It's like you're there consciously. You know you sleep. You know you're dreaming. So how the hell am I not waking up and why?
Yeah. That's nuts. Like every time that happens, and then I was reading on it, and they say that like sometimes you just gotta don't be afraid when that happens. And just flow with it and see where it takes you.
Yeah, that's scary. I have dreams to the point that I could feel. Again, you feel yourself
So the reading you're gonna do is gonna be with the is it gonna be what cards or?
So yeah, I'm going to use my tarot cards. My Nafis cards I won't use because I feel like that's something within my religion and something being that I'm practicing right now, studying. I would keep that to myself until I feel like I'm there.
More comfortable with it. Makes sense.
Oh, it's not being comfortable. I just feel out of respect out of my elder and things like that. I'll just keep that there.
Gotcha. That's a personal thing.
No, it's not. It's not that it's personal. It's just like I said within religions. It's just that's a form of divination within my religion and what I'm practicing. So I would just like to I'll keep it that way.
Interesting. What's the difference between the tarot deck and that deck?
Tarot is Western. Period.
That's it. That's the only difference.
Period.
Gotcha.
Geez, not to sound no type of way, it's like, you know how every culture we have ours.
Mm-hmm.
And then what they do, they break it down and turn it into something else
Right.
I feel, and nothing against tarot cards because look, I got like 22 decks. I love them.
Right.
I just feel that it's just Western, just like you go to a certain doctor, you have Western medicine, then you have medicine, then you have herbalists. It's just different. And I think people feel comfortable because they see the fact that it's a tarot card.
Gotcha. That's how we were trained.
Right. Like I said, I have here anywhere from my calacoles, which are
Wait, my cala who?
is a form of reading.
Calacoles.
Calacoles.
Oh, gotcha. I knew that.
Of divination or whatnot, but although I'm practicing, although I may know, I won't sit here and just say, you know what, I'm just gonna do this right now.
Right.
Until you're ready. But yeah, tarot, I just feel like it's just Western, or what I would like to call the white version or the.
See, that makes sense. You put me on game. See, I'm here for the learning experience. You teaching people right now that don't know about this. They're like, oh, that's it. Okay, got you. Learning a little tricks of the trade. So you ready for that? We ready for that reading?
Are you ready?
No. I don't know yet.
He's like, I'm gonna do this now, but
Definitely. I'm down.
Alright. So, like I told you before, I'm not a cookie cutter reader. When I read, it's pretty much like I said, consejo is giving you guidance or what we see or what you feel. And then we'll go off of that. If you have any questions, you're always welcome to ask either after your reading or during your reading. If you feel like something is resonating with you, by all means, feel free to talk about it. If you feel like something's about to resonate and you're just not ready for that right now, don't go touch your hat, do something.
Right. The signal.
Before all my readings, I like to clear my space.
Okay.
Because although you all smiles and stuff, I don't know if you had a rough day. I don't want to give you any negative energy, and I'm sure you don't want to give me any kind of negative energy.
Facts. Y'all ready for this? Talking to people. If this part gets cut out, y'all know what happened.
I feel like you're super nervous though.
Nervous. I'm actually excited. I'm excited.
I don't want to bring my nerves into the scene. You're super bold to have your reading and to actually put it out there. That's what's up. To each their own, free will.
Why not? This is just for the thrill of it.
I like for the cards to talk. And when I say to talk, I'd rather not pull. I'd rather shuffle and let them pop.
Like that one just popped out.
Yeah, but I'm
I'm like, that's too many cars jumping out now. What's going on?
See, I like positivity though. I'll tell you that much. You have the wheel. That's good fortune.
Good fortune. I like to hear
That's
that.
good fortune. But like I said, when I read, I go by how I feel
Mm-hmm.
and the vibes that I pick up from you and everything else. A card could sit here and tell me, I could sit here and tell you what it means and whatnot.
Right.
I feel like that's corny.
Right.
I'm gonna go off of my vibe and what I feel being dope.
That's what's up, though.
You seem to be very successful with what you do. And being though that they popped out like that's great.
Right.
You're very successful in what you do.
Well,
and you don't give up easily. You don't give up easily.
That's true.
That's the and yeah. Whatever. Yeah, you didn't give up easily. Are you a person full of emotions and you hide it very well?
Yes.
That's not good. It's okay to be vulnerable and to be emotional. I'm not saying, oh my God, sit here and cry me a river or anything like that, but sometimes us as people, we have to get in tune with our feelings and how we're feeling, especially if you are a go-getter like you are.
Mm-hmm.
That could put a pause in a lot of things.
Yeah, I'm not too open with my emotions, with certain emotions.
Yeah, it's okay to have emotions. Everybody has them, but to bottle them and to keep them inside and not show them or not even, I don't know, sit there and talk to yourself about them, that's not good.
You said not to sit, don't sit there and talk to myself?
I mean, jeez, as long as you don't answer yourself, right?
I don't know, I'll be doing that too.
Talking to yourself could be you doing a podcast and you just hear, I don't know, bringing up a topic, a subject.
Yeah,
talking
see?
to yourself or writing it down like, look, all right, something happened today and it didn't go well.
See, I'm big on that, writing, and I do it in my music too. So sometimes I bring my emotion into my music. That's how I express myself.
That's a form of emotion.
So I do it.
So with that being said, being though you're so successful, and then like maybe that's that little kick, or you know how sometimes we sit there and think about, dang, what can I do more?
Right.
What am I not doing right? And we spoke about that.
Right.
Maybe you need to be a little bit more open. Not saying that you're not within your music, because you just said that.
Right.
But maybe you need that little push. Maybe you need to really get in your head, or maybe you really need to get into your feelings to go ahead and write that perfect lyric.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Have to actually dig deep and let it out.
Ain't nothing wrong with digging deep. We all had problems. We all had some type of issue. We all had that something that woke us up and made us or got us to where we are.
Right.
Getting your emotion. The drive is there. The drive is definitely there.
I get that. One thing people tell me, I make my best music when my emotions are involved. They say I make my best music when my emotions are involved. Because you could see it.
It makes you real.
Right.
I've seen your thing. I've seen your music. Like I said, you shared with me your YouTube page and stuff like that. And I appreciate that too. You could see your drive. You could see your emotion. You could see that you're hungry. You could see that you have that. You could see that you've been through some stuff.
Facts.
You could hear it. When we get in our emotions and we tap into our emotions, that's as real as it gets.
Word.
And when you can accept that and acknowledge that and put it out there.
Word.
We're not looking for nothing real out there.
Word.
We're not looking for a real MC, not no freaking chopped up and screw cartoon, everybody following the same. No, we want that real.
Facts.
Get that shit.
Facts. 100%. Uh-oh, I was ready to say, why you smirk like that? Uh-oh.
You were probably battling, and again, this could have been yesterday, this could have been today, this could have been years ago, this could have been just something you grew out of. You were going through a type of battle. What kind of battle? I don't know. That's not my business. You will know. You came out of it. Maybe you were struggling at some type of, some point in time. Maybe you wasn't seeing a bigger picture. Maybe you wasn't, dang, this is not going to happen. That mentality is gone. So kudos to you. You only know about your problems, I don't.
That's dope. That's dope.
So that's a very good thing.
Now, what car was that one? What car was that?
So if that is the Ten of Wands. So Ten of Wands is pretty much like you were, and it's upside down, reverse, as people say, reverse. When it's reverse, it's totally the opposite of the meaning. So meaning you overcame, or you got over that, or that's something that was in the past.
Okay.
You need to take a leap of faith about something. Is there some type of making in the works or something going on, and you just feel like, you know what, I don't know if I should, if I shouldn't, should I make this decision? Yeah, it sounds all good, but I don't think I'm ready.
I mean, it's multiple things in the making that I do that with.
Sometimes you have to just say F it and take that leap of faith. You have to go for it. I don't know what kind of decision that is. Like you say, you have a lot going on. That could be work-wise, that could be relationship-wise, that could just be within you, within yourself. You have to take a leap of faith sometimes and not just overthink it.
Interesting.
Don't overthink it.
We'll definitely soak that up.
You're a spender.
What do you mean?
You're a spender. You invest too much.
Interesting. I do. Everything has to be an investment.
You invest too much.
Can you invest too much?
Did you invest in something that you felt that was going to be good and pretty much it didn't fall through?
As an entrepreneur, that happens often. Yeah, that happens often.
But don't forget, everything's not about business. This could be a relationship. This could be anything.
Interesting.
Everything's not about business.
Right. See how I'm thinking? She's like stuck on that business mindset. Hold up. It's not about that. It could be about something else.
I'll tell you right now, it's not like relationship-wise. Only because how it's going. But
Good.
see, people need to be mindful. If I sit here, or anybody for that matter, just because we sit here and we're letting you know and we're giving you back that information or whatever we're seeing, doesn't necessarily mean, oh my God, it has to do with money, or oh my God, it has to do with my business.
Right.
We're talking as a whole.
Right.
We're talking as a whole. You know what you did. You know what type of investments you did. It could
Word.
be a harsh investment. It could be your money investment. It could just be investment time.
Interesting.
Your time is everywhere.
Interesting. You got me thinking.
If I stay quiet, it's because I like to look back on things.
Gotcha.
I like the fact, again, like I said, that you have the Wheel of Fortune. That's good.
It's good. I like the sound of that.
That's a lot of opportunity. That's like advancements. Like, you're definitely on the right path. Yeah, but you gotta take a leap of faith about something. What is that something? Only you know.
I don't know, but I'm taking notes. That's
So much work for y'all. I know this economic depression hurting y'all, but I got so much work for
camera shut
y'all.
off when we got deep. The camera said, "I'm gonna do you a solid."
What new project you have coming up?
You said new projects?
Yeah. Before we get back into that, we're gonna make it positive a little bit.
Projects. As far as like business, personal, music.
You have something new coming up.
So I'm working on a couple projects, but music-wise, I plan on dropping something in October. As far as a project.
You could be overworking yourself and don't even know it. That's an addiction.
Yeah, I'm a workaholic, definitely.
That's an addiction. And the only reason why I went to go backwards to try to make it light is because of the way that both parts come together. When I see anything side by side, like a new project, new beginning, new something, you want it and you want it bad enough, but you're bringing yourself down at the same time. You're bringing yourself down at the same time. Also, for me, that's also an indicator. Like, again, it could be anything from addictions, or you just feel bound to work. Work. That's not good.
Yeah, I'm a workaholic.
You could drive, you could sit there, and you could do all of that. But sometimes, and look, didn't we spoke about this before in the card reading?
When we was talking about this the other day.
Right.
When you said, I need time for myself.
Yes, time for yourself. It's there. You feel like, yo, I may have a partner, but you know who else is my partner? My work, my goals, my everything. And yo, that is great. That is great. But sometimes you have to sit still and you have to pause and you have to take that in.
Self-reflect.
Take it suave. I would hope nobody around you have any like bad addictions or anything like that.
Not that I know of.
Yeah, I would just say that's you work very, very hard. Very, very hard. You have to learn balance.
Like balance between work and life.
Yes. And it's crazy that my hairs are standing because, like I said, we conversed about this before anything. I'm just like, look, and how we spoke over, like, look, you sound like you need to take that time for you too. Right. Embrace all your work, embrace all your greatness, embrace all of that. Everything cannot be work, because if you run yourself to the ground, what work you gonna have done?
Right.
What you trying to ask me and not asking?
What boy?
You're trying to ask something but not asking, or you hoping it's like you want something to come up but you don't want it to come up. It's like you trying to test me.
Nah, I'm not trying. I'm not trying to test you. I'm not trying to test you. I'm just going with the vibes. I'm going with the flow.
Yeah.
I do want to ask you something. Once you've done that, I want to ask you, what's your thrill?
What's my what?
What's your thrill?
What's my thrill? How you asking?
So thrill could be what drives you, what makes you go, what gives you that boom, like what gets you up in the morning, like what makes you not sleep at night.
I am the most happiest person ever. And sometimes people are like, you really happy? Yo, I could walk around with the rested bitch face all day, every day. You won't even know that I'm happy. Because you know why? You ever walked in a room and you're just there, or let's say you go to the club and you just feel like, nah, it ain't right. I am queen bee for that. I could walk past you and be like, nah, you ain't good. I'm alright. I gotta clear my space. I can't do this right now. But no, my thrill is, the joy of helping people, the joy of somebody like just smiling, or just the joy of, Zoe, you freaking crazy. Like, you done put me on my ass, or you done said what you said. That's my freaking word.
That's what's up.
I said what I said.
That's what's up. That's dope.
My thrill is this, yo. This brings me such a joy, man. It's crazy. My spirituality is just, that's my joy. That's my thrill.
That's dope.
Besides my children and everything else.
That's dope. That's dope. Yeah, of course, you got multiple
Yo,
thrills.
seeing people successful and seeing people that will actually go ahead and listen to that word and then make something of it and then turn it around and like hit you up like, so yo, what you said, I did that and I changed this. Yo, that's crazy. That's a great feeling.
Word.
Like last night, I had over 5 text messages. I'm over here like, yo, the bath. Oh my God, I feel so lightheaded. I'm like, hold up, are you okay? Lightheaded? No, I don't have nothing on my mind. I just feel different. Because, you know, you're concerned. I'm like, oh, dang, did I put something? Maybe I don't want a person to be allergic or anything.
Right.
How are you feeling? Or, you know, my heart feels lifted. Or, yo, that feels so good. Just like I'm sure when somebody listens to your stuff and they like, oh, they rap you that lyric that you say, yo, that's a feeling like.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That's a great feeling.
No, 100%.
I would say that's my thrill.
And it's dope, too, because, like, that's why I'm trying to use this platform for, not only for myself, but for others like you could share your talents, your gifts with the world, especially in my local community and the people that I know. So if I could push you or push the other person, that makes me feel good. So that's the same feel.
Like I said, when I seen that, nobody told me I had to choose you.
Right. See how the world works?
You know what I mean? Like, yo, energy is real. Vibes are so real. People need to see that. That's why it's so important to protect your whole self. Vibes are real. We didn't have to cross paths or anything like that. And look at where we at right now. Yo, this is a huge blessing for me. No matter how big, how small, it's a blessing.
Likewise.
And who knows, like, it could be a blessing. Like, we didn't have to. What was the first thing you said when we started? Oh, did my grandma's calling?
Oh, yeah. Right.
For a reason.
Yeah, that's crazy. And there she goes again. Actually, I gotta.
There you go.
As soon as you say it, there she goes.
There you go.
She gonna curse me out for not picking up her calls. Like, well, I was doing a podcast. I got you.
That's on it, and that's a thrill. That's a thrill for me.
It's dope.
Who's proposing? Who's getting married? What's going on? Who wants the happy life, happy wife, home, everything?
So much work for y'all. I know this economic depression hurting y'all.
No, man, just didn't want to give them too much tea.
But I got so much work for y'all.
But also, I wanted to tell you that you have a really good support system. Yeah, people are very proud of you, and you have a lot of admiration. You work well with other people.
That's true. Definitely. I like working with others.
You have a lot of emotions. I'm so sorry. Emotions, feelings. Only say that because there's too much order. Either that or that's just, again, putting all your emotions and everything. Like you say, if you write them out, write that shit out. Let that shit out.
Definitely gotta do that. I definitely gotta do that. Keep doing that. That's crazy. It came up. The emotions came back.
It's nothing wrong with that. Maybe it's just for you to go ahead and maybe put that down on pen and paper. Maybe it's just something that you just have to, again, when I looking at your reading, and then especially with that devil energy there, because that's what it was.
Okay. You said devil energy?
Yes. He's like, hey.
Wait, what? What did that mean?
Again, that's like addiction. That's being around you that shouldn't be there.
Mm.
Influences that's around you that shouldn't be there.
Mm.
Maybe you have people in your circle who really ain't freaking rooting for you. If you want me to get, I try to keep it.
Nah. Hey, keep it. You can keep it thorough. You can keep it thorough.
It's there for a reason. I personally feel, again, like I said, because we conversed about this, and this is before any card reading. It's work. You know how they say work hard, play harder, or work and then play later? Your play is work.
Facts.
Your
Facts.
work is work. There is no balance when it comes down to you and self.
It's funny you say that, because even when I like when I take my vacations, or I actually go out, when I take them vacations, I use it to shoot a clip of a music video, or I use it to do something pertaining to photography, or like I always try to intertwine.
Where are you going to get you at? Where do you come in?
That's me though.
If you are on vacation, all right, and again, yo, if this is what you do, I like it. I mean, you like it, I love it. You'll go get her, fine, fuck it, whatever. But if you're on vacation, you're working, or you're using, let's say, the surroundings for work or whatever, are you embracing those surroundings? Are you taking that moment in? You know what, let me put this camera down for a second. Let me just sit here and just breathe for a second. Dang, yo, this is really dope.
All right, now you talking. Now you talking another language. Yeah.
Sit there. You
Word.
can't sit there and make everything work.
Right.
How are your ideas going to come if you're not embracing or taking in that moment?
Right.
Not because you see it, it's right there real quick. Let me make this happen. No, work for that shit. Like, feel it. I always tell yo, feel your emotions. Something hurt, yo, let that shit hurt. Feel it. Something bothered you, yo, let that shit bother you and try to figure out why. Why did you feel it? Enjoy it. You have no balance. You have no balance. I really was trying to keep it like
Nah, that's cool. I'm open.
I was trying to keep it PG-13. No, because sometimes people take. I'm not sitting here trying to school you. That's not what I'm trying to do.
No, I know.
I'm only here just to see whatever I see, because I know how that could be bothersome. Yo, when you're sitting here and you're working and you're driving and you're just trying to make something happen, let's say me right now, my dream is to have my little botanica, which is, I'm sure you know what botanica is. A little spiritual store, a little shop where
they have the stones and stuff.
Any domination and anybody, you know, and try to have that. Remember that aspect we spoke about, let's say card readers or Spanish card or any kind of card reader. Oh, well, come to me, come get your cards read, and you know what, I'm going to send you to a store so you have to spend this, that, and third, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to be that person.
Right.
If I feel like we're here and we're conversing and I'm here reading your cards and I'm trying to give you guidance, I'm not going to sit here and try to take your money. I want to be able to hear, look, guide you. Maybe you need to light up a candle today. Maybe you need some holy water. I'm not going to sit here send you somewhere. Well, you go buy, you go spend your money, and we're talking like $65 and then you're going to come back to me so I can sit here and do work for you. Then I'm going to charge you for that work. Let's say I have to set up a candle. I sent your ass to go buy a candle. To bring it back to me so I can set it up and do whatever. Then I'm going to charge you for that too after charging you for your reading. Charging you for, you get what I mean?
Right.
I want to be able to have my store and do that, but you can't do that if you're constantly not taking everything in. How would I be able to take that in or take people being taken advantage of if I'm not sitting here and just like, how am I going to know what I want really if I'm not sitting here and taking that moment and feeling?
No, 100%. No, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense.
You have to. We get it. You goal oriented. We get it. We see what you want. You got it. Yo, take that time for you. Take that time for you.
Good though, because this is.
You be in your feels. Yo, you be in your feels. And that's okay to be in your feels. Embrace that shit.
Word.
Embrace that shit. But please, if anything that you take out of this, look, any experience, the time for you is so important, especially you being a man. And again, we spoke about that too.
Right.
I know it's probably like you feel like everything's right here. Everything's not always here. It's there if you let it be, i.e. you work too much. He is a hard worker, you guys. That's a blessing, and it could be a curse at the same time. Don't run yourself down. You know where you're going. It's there, and you're gonna be blessed with that. Especially with that baby. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Yo, y'all heard it here. Look.
I'm sorry.
y'all heard it here.
Blessings on top of blessings, yo.
Little Thrillz coming. No. Wow.
That's gonna be great. You have any questions?
No questions, though. I'm soaking everything in, and definitely that self-reflection is something I gotta think about.
Yo, enjoy all the moments. Yo, 2020 hasn't been like witness enough how things could just change. It's all in our face.
Right.
It's all in our face. We're losing people that we didn't even think of, and not even because of this COVID thing, because me personally, I think that's something made up. But anyway.
That's another podcast.
But anyway, like, yo, things could change in just a blink of an eye, and you don't want to feel like, yo, I really didn't take that in.
No, real talk.
All my blessings from the time that I'm upset, and I'll take that in, because you want to feel that, you want to know that, and you want to embrace that. It's so important to embrace everything.
Definitely. I'm gonna take this whole conversation, and it's recorded now, so I could go back and look at it again. A lot of people can't do that, huh? Go back and look at their reading multiple times, like, So I'm gonna definitely do that, and I appreciate you getting on the podcast with me and doing this. 100.
Thank you so much. Maybe one day we can really just, all this aside, you can just come and really, we'll have a conversation.
Word.
Definitely work on yourself. Give that time to yourself. You deserve it.
Word. Like I said, I'm soaking all that in. Word.
You deserve it.
So, anything you want to ask me before we wrap it up?
How do you feel? You just seem like so heavy right now, a little bit.
How do I feel?
Are you comfortable? Are you okay?
Everything. It went just like. Nah, I'm good. I just know. I know that's like real talk though. Like with that self-reflection, that's something I need to do. Like I know I do. Like I know it. Like not just you telling me, but I know that's something I need to do.
A lot of people, what we need to understand is we need to take accountability, and a lot of people don't take accountability.
Right.
Without accountability, there's no knowing. You saying that you know that you have to. All right, what's your next step to do that? So that way, everything could just flow. It'll just flow. That I promise you.
Word. Well, again, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank everybody for tuning in. Again, I'm gonna throw your socials on here for they can check you out. Make sure y'all check out Zodi. Link with her. You can message you on the Facebook and Instagram, right?
Will be via Stephanie Ingram Bevins. Definitely give a like to SK Divinity on Facebook, and IG is Zodi Darling.
Make sure y'all check her out. Tune in at For the Thrill Podcast, For the Thrill TV on YouTube. Y'all have a good day. Bless you.
So much work for y'all. I know this economic depression hurting y'all, but I got so much work for y'all.